Alright, welcome back to a new episode on the Crossbar channel. Today we're discussing football leagues. We have a couple of cup games actually going on in France and in England, and also one game of Copa del Rey in Spain. So, yeah, and also Premier League is going on right now. Liverpool is playing Wolves, and Arsenal is playing Everton. I'm watching the Arsenal game on this monitor, and Liverpool game over here. And Marseille and Annecy Coupe de France over there. Now, there's other games, but I can't watch them all. Not at the same time. Anyways, a lot of action going on. I also want to touch a bit about Marcus Rashford because ESPN asked earlier, about 2 days ago, is Marcus Rashford the best player right now? I'm going to give you my thought on it. So, yeah, let's sit up. Let's not waste any more time, and let's roll. So, where are we going to start? Liverpool still 0-0. Arsenal 3-0. Annecy just scored against Marseille. So, Annecy is winning 2-1 at the Velodrome. That's a wow. Marseille is in trouble. But there's still a lot of time. 60th minute. Again, Marseille losing home 2-0 to Annecy in Coupe de France. Arsenal leading 3-0. Liverpool Wolves 0-0 in Premier League. Anyway, so I was combing the internet, Twitter, and I saw this question asked by ESPN FC on Twitter. They asked, is Marcus Rashford the best player right now? I'm going to have to say a strong no to that question because as much as Rashford has been kind of one of the hardest offensive player in the Premier League, he's not doing enough for me to say he's the best player right now because he's doing it in the Premier League and in the Europa League. And then a player like Vinicius Jr., who is doing it in the Champions League. Of course, Kylian Mbappe is doing it, Champions League. And, of course, Victor Osimhen. I'm sorry. As good as Rashford is, if I'm going to say who's the best scorer right now or the best forward, so that means winger, striker, or I'm sorry, regardless how the ranking goes, Victor Osimhen is going to have to be before Marcus Rashford in any metric you wanna calculate on. So straight no to that question because Osimhen is already better. Now we can debate is Osimhen the best player? That's something different. Is he the hardest striker? Yes, I'm gonna say he's the hardest striker in Europe. Haaland kind of fall off the cliff, but he's slowed down his pace. That's what you get. You start super with all these hat tricks, and now you kind of normal. But to the people's opinion, you kind of fall back because you're a little bit normal. But I know he's going to pick up the pace back. But Marcus Rashford certainly in the Premier League, maybe in the Europa League, is one of the hardest striker or attacker. But it's not the best player, not even close. And now we only talk about offensive player. There's a lot of defensive player or midfielder. I'm not even sure he's the best player on this team. I think I can argue Bruno Fernandes is the best player. Marcus Rashford is definitely the best scorer and someone they rely on to put ball in the net. But as far as orchestrating the game, Bruno Fernandes orchestrated the game defensively, get the ball from deep back, bring us up. So they're both the two best players of Man United. I don't want to start the debate and talking about it too much, but definitely no, because Victor Osimhen, regardless of what metric you're going to calculate, he's before Marcus Rashford. And Mbappe is obviously above all of them. But if you want to talk about form and hardness, because Mbappe was kind of injured, coming back from injury. Balogun in France was also hot, but he's not playing in Europe. And Martin Tellier was hot, but he got cold because he got injured. But no, Marcus Rashford is not the best player right now. I think that's kind of a Premier League-centric type of question. It's just because he's maybe the hardest forward player in the Premier League does not make him anywhere close to being best player right now in Europe. Again, Vinicius Jr., so as left winger just like him. I'll put Mbappe definitely above him, Vinicius Jr. above him, Victor Osimhen above him. But yeah, Rashford is there. He's top 5. Let's say it's maybe top 5 in form attacking player, unless I'm missing somebody. Colomwani is also in form, but he's going to be out of the Champions League. But yet again, Marcus Rashford is in the Europa League. So, yeah. What else? There was a situation in France yesterday. Karim Benzema posting since the best happened in Paris. He's been kind of like in his feeling, trying to tell people that he deserved to win the best above Messi, which it can be a debate, but I don't think if we go from what I said in the previous video, really, if you go from it's a FIFA event, Benzema already winning all the accolade in the UEFA Champions League. So everything UEFA related, he won it. This competition and this ceremony was mainly FIFA heavy. So yeah. Plus, it also happened, the World Cup just ended in December. So there's recency bias, and there's the fact that you didn't play the World Cup, and Messi won the World Cup, and Messi's a better player than you anyway. So I know it's not who's the better player, but FIFA went with their main competition this year, which was the FIFA World Cup. So to me, it makes sense. Now, does that mean Lionel Messi had a better season, 2021, 2022, than Benzema? No, for 9 months, no. You can argue if you win a 1 month competition, yeah. If Benzema was to choose, would you rather win the Champions League Real Madrid or win the World Cup with France? I'm pretty sure he would choose win the World Cup with France. So even in the players' mind themselves, players, it's not just a media or fans making that up. Even the player side, he would rather win the World Cup. Now, don't tell me, of course, he would rather win the World Cup because he already won the Champions League. If all things were equal, that Benzema had never won the Champions League ever, had never won the World Cup, which he hasn't, what would he pick? He would definitely pick the World Cup. So don't give me the because he already won a lot Champions League in Real Madrid. Even if he hadn't won anything, he would definitely pick winning the World Cup. So did he have a better season than Lionel Messi? Statistic was yes, but the World Cup is better than the Champions League, has more value than the Champions League. And usually, because it's every 4 years, they can't just bypass it, as Martinelli just scored a fourth goal for Arsenal. So Arsenal is winning 4-0 now. It's the 80th minute. Wow, Martinelli. Everton, wow. Oh, I'm lost for words. Also, Liverpool just scored 1-0 for Liverpool. So Arsenal 4-0, Liverpool 1-0 over here. And yeah, the Benzema saga, he need to stop with it. And then he posts something else saying that he made it all by himself, that he's self-made, that he won the Ballon d'Or and everything he achieved was by himself. Should I even get into this? like enough with the victim card. There's no way you made it to the top by yourself. You didn't win the Champions League by yourself. First of all, when you have Vinicius Jr., who's been battling Real Madrid, saving the day, left and right. When you have Luka Modric, who's also a Ballon d'Or player. When you have Toni Kroos, when you have Thibaut Courtois, when you have Rodrigo saving you guys in the Champions League, there's no way you're going to say you made it all by yourself. Come on. And you have Carlo Ancelotti as a coach. And a lot of things had happened in your career. If it wasn't for your teammate, you wouldn't have been there. So yeah, enough with that. I made it by myself. No, you didn't make it by yourself. Now, you deserve your Ballon d'Or, but enough, sometimes trying to praise yourself too much, you ended up talking a little down to your teammate. But yeah, Benzema's out of his mind, saying that he made it by himself. And I can understand. I know the Benzema fan, the Real Madrid fan, going to feel like he should have been best player of the year. But to me, he already won everything he was supposed to win, UEFA related. And he was in the first team anyway. So you're now winning best player of the year, or FIFA player of the year, if you didn't even play in the World Cup and then make it to the final. Usually the winner of the World Cup, the leader of that team, usually end up winning the Ballon d'Or. Back then, now they added the best. So Benzema is even lucky that they added the best. I would say if there wasn't that the best competition, if it was only the Ballon d'Or, Messi would have won it because the World Cup would have take precedent over the UEFA. I think maybe that's why they even brought that competition, to eliminate the disparity between 9 months of playing the Champions League and the domestic league and 1 month of playing the World Cup. Yeah, if that competition was there in 2010, I'm pretty sure Wesley Sneijder would have won it, or Iniesta, one of them would have won it. But yeah, that's what it is. What it is. Benzema is out of line with all his comment and everything. Still 4-0, 83rd minute, almost over. We can call this game over, really. Everton is not coming back from this. Liverpool and Wolves still 1-0 for Liverpool. And yeah, Man United, West Ham still 1-1. So those games are not over, so anything can change from now on to the end. But those are the score as I'm speaking. And then I wanted to touch also on the Noël Le Graët thing in France. The French head of Football Federation got pushed aside. I kind of saw this. Watch out. Come on, Martinelli. They missed it. Anyways, the federation, the people were trying to push him out of the federation for a while. I started hearing ramblings. I think I talked about it in a different video. How even French President Emmanuel Macron kind of, putting things in place to kick Noël Le Graët out. I think the people are pushing for Michel Platini, and because people are definitely pushing for Zinedine Zidane to be the coach of the French national team. I heard some kind of disrespectful comment that this French journalist from RMC made, saying that they need Platini and Zidane to come save the French national team. I think that's out of line, out of bounds, because I know people don't like Deschamps, his style, his personality, and Zidane is revered, and Platini, they both revered. But for him to say that they're going to come and save the French national team, I think is out of line, because the French national team doesn't need saving. Excuse me, but they just finished in the World Cup final, lost in the penalty. They're World Cup champion. They won the Nations League. So I think Deschamps' tenure has not been a tenure you can say they need saving. Now, would they need improvement? Yes. Would they need new faces? Perhaps. But to say they need saving, I mean, French national team it's not England that needs saving. Even England I can debate, because now they have, Southgate is kind of saving. They've been in the final of the Euros. They've been kind of deep in the World Cup. So yeah, let's not cross lines so quickly and say that French national team needs saving. That's totally out of bounds. Yeah, maybe they do need new faces and and improvement. You always need to improve. You always want to improve. But to say they need saving, it feels like it's been a debacle and the French national team has been nowhere and it's been poor and now they need saving. Come on, man. Yeah. Other than that, quick recap again. Arsenal still 4-0, 86th minute. Marseille Annecy, 74th minute, still 2-1 Annecy. Liverpool 1-0 Wolves, 73rd minute. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.